My role really has been to keep everything moving. The budget for the project was $14 million, and the funding for this project came from general obligation bonds, which were approved by the residents.
That $14 million covered the construction of this existing building as well as a remodel of the old town hall for police and fire. When we heard that the opportunity may arise for this building to come available, myself, Commissioner Autumn Michael, and Town Manager Jamie Justice went and met with the Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools Superintendent, and hence the ownership came to the town of Davidson.
We started in August of 21, and the construction process was 18 months. The most significant obstacles were balancing being a good steward of taxpayer funds with protecting the integrity of an historic landmark. The two don't always go hand in hand, so that was a challenge at times.
This was built by Louis Asbury, who was an enormously famous local architect, and it was a departure from other work at the time. So you can see the importance of like the metal banded windows, the porthole windows on the interior space, that fabulous sort of cruise ship feeling stairwell that all speak to that 1940s Art Moderne architecture.
The walls are made of hollow terracotta block surrounded by plaster. At every turn, we found really interesting things like that. You know, we have lots of community groups that have already inquired about renting space here.
I look at family movie nights, I look at performing arts, I look at poets and speakers being able to utilize that space, and the town residents having a place in the center of town to be able to come and enjoy.
And we're really thrilled to see the town take ownership of this property and to create a community center here that will see us well into the future.
What people love about this community is the small town character of it. And whether they realize it or not, historic preservation is a piece that plays into that because of the authenticity and the stories that the old buildings tell.
I am a big fan of adaptive reuse, and we have been fortunate enough to have residents and government that has tried in every manner to protect and save what is old and what is dear.
It preserves the history. It preserves the history of the people that built this town.
The architecture, the feel of the town, even as it gets bigger, the feel of community is still there.
Thank you so much to all the citizens of Davidson for the support. It means so much to all of us, and this means so much to our town. This is so important to do what we've done here and to be able to have something that we should be so proud of as not just a town hall that houses our administration, but a true community center.
In one word, to me, it's magical because it really has, there are very few times, I think, as an elected official where you can see multiple public policy goals coming together in one place and just working.
I think place is the best description for this building. There are countless stories that go on and on about what this building means to so many people.
There's been many a times that I've had friends that have come into to come visit me, that I ride them around the uniqueness of Davidson, and I always bring them by Davidson Elementary School. I show them the fields where we used to go up there and race and play duck, duck, goose. I guess the funniest thing is that there's a window right there by my 5th grade class that we used to jump out of when they weren't looking.
One word that I would describe this building is it's an anchor. It is the source of education, is the source of acceptance. It's a welcoming presence in our town, and especially after we integrated finally, all kids who lived in Davidson came to this school.
Unity. It was the one thing that this whole town could unite over. It took the youthfulness of our kids, who are now the leaders of this town, to ingrain in them what it meant to be one, not to be able to see color, to be able to judge a person, as Dr. King once said, not by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. So my word to embrace this building is to be unity.
I'm not necessarily just proud as the mayor. I'm proud as a citizen and as a townie that we've taken this old building and we've made it something to be proud of.
To people, to children of my generation, this building is important, and it's an integral part of our childhood. And childhood is precious and should be preserved.
So I'm most excited about, first, that it's the 75th anniversary of its building in 1948 this year. So what incredible timing after our 5 years of working on acquisition and due diligence and rehab, that it's being put into use this year. So that's really exciting to be able to celebrate its 75th anniversary.